In a return to Cedar Rapids, former President Donald Trump had supporters and others interested in his rally lined up 5 hours before he was scheduled to speak.
I'm not voting on anything. I don't have any sides. I'm just here to enjoy the day,
With Florida Governor Ron DeSantis also in the state, attendees shared their views on who could contend against the former president for the Republican nomination.
I think Vivek has done a great job in his campaigning so far. DeSantis was kind of an early favorite, but I'm not sure how he's doing in the debates. It seems like he's kind of losing interest.
Until recently, I would have said DeSantis, and I still think DeSantis is a good candidate.
That is a really good question, because I think a few of them have shot themselves in the foot lately. So I'd say Nikki Haley's probably the next closest.
I would support Kennedy before I support any sanctimonious Haley. No way.
Once inside, multiple speakers warmed up the crowd in preparation for the former president. Speakers had the same emphasis on stressing the importance of Iowans caucusing in 44 days.
It's never been more important for us to turn out to the caucuses. Your country depends upon it. The failures that we're seeing out of the Biden administration are unprecedented.
Arriving fresh from Ankeny, the former president was greeted to an energetic crowd. He dove right into his rally, ripping into President Joe Biden and his fellow Republican candidate, Ron DeSantis.
He's been falling out of the air like a very seriously wounded bird, right, to the ground. And it's a very pleasant thing to see.
Trump bunkered down on his stance of the 2020 election being rigged, stopping inflation, securing the border, and encouraging the crowd to caucus for him.
And we are going to very simply make America great again.
With the former president and Iowa's Attorney General here in Newton, Jordan Tovar was able to cover a presidential candidate and Iowa's governor as they made a stop on the campaign trail.
Supporters of Governor Ron DeSantis gathered in Newton at the Thunderdome on Saturday as he wrapped up his all-99 county campaign in Iowa, which he was calling a full grass lead.
They've made the commitment to go to all 99 counties, and today we get to celebrate delivering on that promise.
It's the right thing to do because you need to actually get out of the media fog. You can't just be on what's on social media. Don't worry about what the cable stations are saying. Talk to real Americans.
And despite poll numbers, supporters of DeSantis have their different reasonings as to why they're supporting him in the caucus.
Yeah. I think DeSantis knows how to fix the economy, so that's very important. The border and immigration, that's number 2. Number 3 is crime. If we do those 3 things, our country's back in power.
The biggest moment of the night came when DeSantis announced that he would move the home base of the Department of Agriculture to Iowa if he's elected. This was met with a favorable response from his supporters.
I think Iowa's earned it. Kim Reynolds' endorsement helps a lot. Bob Winterplatz endorsing him. And hopefully with Iowa being first and getting the victory for Ron on caucus night, it'll translate to the rest of the country.
And with just over 6 weeks until the Iowa caucus on January 15th, things will continue to heat up in the race for the Republican presidential nomination. From the Thunderdome in Newton, Iowa, Jordan Tovar, DITV.